Kane is the seventh English player to score a Champions League hat-trick. Harry Kane scored a hat-trick as Tottenham maintained their 100% start in the Champions League with victory over Apoel Nicosia. Kane, who also scored twice in Spurs' opening win over Borussia Dortmund, put his side ahead in the 39th minute, slotting into the bottom left corner from Toby Alderweireld's pass. The England striker then calmly stroked in Moussa Sissoko's cross from the edge of the penalty area in the 62nd minute to double the lead. He completed his hat-trick 5 minutes later with a header into the bottom corner. Kane's 3 goals were Tottenham's first 3 shots on target in the match, and Mauricio Pochettino's side were lucky not to concede earlier. Apoel hit the crossbar through Igor de Camargo's fierce shot in the 19th minute, while Hugo Lloris was forced into 2 smart saves after the break with a score 10, but Kane's clinical performance was the difference, and he has now scored 6 hat-tricks in 2017 and 5 goals in the Champions League this season. The win takes Tottenham level on points with Real Madrid at the top of Group H and importantly 6 points clear of Borussia Dortmund, who lost at home against Real. Kane inspires depleted Spurs. Kane's 34 goals this year are more than any other player who has scored for a Premier League club in 2017. Tottenham were without key players Dele Alli and Jan Vertonghen through suspension, as well as the ill Christian Eriksen, for their trip to Cyprus, but Kane ensured the Spurs did not slip up against the side expected to be the weakest in the group. His hat-trick was a perfect one, his first goal coming with his left foot, the second his right foot and third with his head. Although different in their finishes, Kane's goals were alike in the way he showed uncanny composure to score from Spurs' only clear chances on the night. There has been plenty of debate as to whether Kane is world-class, but he has now scored 6 goals in his past 4 games in Europe's elite club competition. The England striker has also scored 11 goals for club and country this month, having failed to score in August. After the match, he rightfully paid tribute to the excellent delivery for each of his goals from Alderweireld, Sissoko and Kieran Trippier, but this was Kane's night. Kane scored a perfect hat-trick without touching the ball in a 6-yard box and proved Spurs strongly placed in Group. Last season's Champions League campaign was one of frustration for Spurs as they finished third behind Monaco and Bayer Leverkusen and only won 2 of their 6 matches. But this season Tottenham have as many wins in 2 matches and sit in prime position in the group as they look to reach the knockout stage for the first time since 2011. They now face back-to-back champions Real Madrid in consecutive games, firstly at the Bernabeu on the 17th of October. Spurs still have to travel to Dortmund to play the current Bundesliga leaders, but they will do so knowing they would likely progress with a draw at Westfalenstadion, were they to repeat their victory over Apoel at home. The North London club have an identical record to Real Madrid after 2 games and, with Kane in his current form, may well fancy their chances against a side who have only taken 11 points from 18 in La Liga. It was must-win. Posh get in a Tottenham manager Mauricio Pochettino. It was a tough game. They were very motivated. It was important to get 3 points. It was a must-win. And we were fantastic. Today there were some good performances from players who are not regulars and a hat-trick for Harry Kane. It was a fantastic performance. I am happy because in some games maybe we dominate and create lot of chances and cannot score. Tonight we were clinical in front of goal. Kane's incredible 2017 the best stat. Harry Kane has now scored 34 goals in 30 competitive appearances for Tottenham in 2017. Following this goal, Kane has now scored against 46 different opponents during his club career and versus 36 different teams for Tottenham in all competitions. Kane has now scored in 4 successive Champions League appearances, only the second English player to do this in the competition after Steven Gerrard 5 in a row. His treble means that he has scored 6 hat-tricks in 2017 alone and 9 in his whole career, all for Spurs. He is the 7th different English player to score a Champions League hat-trick after Andy Cole, Mike Newell, Michael Owen, Wayne Rooney, Alan Shearer, Danny Welbeck. Tottenham have won their opening 2 games of a Champions League campaign for the first time. Spurs have netted 6 goals in the Champions League this season from just 8 shots on target. Apoel have never kept a clean sheet at home in the Champions League group stage's 10 games.